Thank you for joining me today.
No worries. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. So, we met doing the Help to Grow course.
We did, yeah.
How have you found it?
It was good, yeah, really interesting actually. From a fairly new business owner and founder. It was good. It helped me with a lot of things in terms of values, understanding how to run a business, start a business, and grow it, which is inevitably what I want to do now.
Because it's terrifying.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to learn.
Yeah. Start a business, and you're like, okay, how?
Yeah, and I think the thing is that you obviously do your job, and you're good at your job, and you understand that part. But then there's so many other bits to bolt-ons to add to it, and you end up wearing so many hats.
Yeah,
you find
100%.
that I'm a building surveyor, but I'm also an accountant, the business development director, the health and safety, the
HR.
everything. Yeah, exactly. So that's the sort of thing that you don't think of when you start out. So I mean, we're good that we've got a lot of good strategic partners that we work with to help sort of bolt that on, and takes the stress away from me a little bit. But yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah,
but the Help to Grow course was brilliant to sort of build on that and have a better understanding of how a business actually works.
How it's supposed to be done.
Correct. Yeah.
On paper.
So hopefully you don't make you're always going to make mistakes. We're human, but
how you learn.
Exactly that. But it was almost like that course was the comfort blanket to understand and develop it and grow.
That's a really good explanation. It's just like comfort blanket, because there was definitely some modules that I sat in and I was like, I get this.
Yeah,
we do this.
Yeah,
this is good. Like, this is actually really nice to have someone being like, you're doing the right thing. Like, you've not just been muddling through it 100%. You know what you're on about.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's quite a warm feeling, isn't it? That I'm actually doing something right.
Yeah.
And I mean, the amount of reviews, good reviews you get, the good feedback, that's good. But behind the scenes, are you doing things correctly? Are you building it correctly? Have you got the right things in place?
It's that swan, isn't it? It's like it all looks lovely on top, and underneath it's just furious paddling.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just trying to get from day to day.
That's right. Yeah.
How long have you guys been going now?
So we're coming into our third year.
Amazing.
So third year in March.
Nice.
And it's good. Yeah, we're now up to 3 people.
Nice.
So it started off as myself, and then last year employed 2 new people. So yeah, it's good. Scary. Very scary. But
so you go straight in just with like 2 new people full time?
So employed the first one March last year. So he's coming up to his first year. And then the second lady we employed in December.
Oh my God.
So she was doing a little bit with us as a sub-consultant, and she's great. So we thought, let's just take the plunge. Yeah, why not?
Nice.
So things are working out really well.
That's really good.
So yeah, it's nice. I think this Christmas period we've just gone through was quite a nice reflection piece to actually sit back. The phone's not ringing, the emails aren't coming in. Where have we done? What have we done right? What have we done wrong?
Nice.
And going back to the Help to Grow course, that really helped sort of give me that encouragement to actually think, well, yeah, that was right. That was good. That was a good choice. That was a risk, but equally, you've got to take risks. And they do. Some pay off, some don't. So at the moment, touch wood.
Yeah.
That continues. Yeah.
No, I think that's definitely, and I found for me, because we were a group of, was it 13, 15, between 13 and 15 of us, I think. But the scales of businesses that were in that room were completely different, because there was, some people who had, like yourselves and me, was like, there's 3 of us. Yeah. And like with subcontractors. And there's some people, I think one guy said he had like 90 odd employees or something like that. And there's some people that are selling, £600,000 fit out things. It's just completely different scale.
Yeah.
But we've all got the same problems.
Exactly. And we're all... we're at different stages of careers and growth. But yeah, you're right. You come down to the core of that. We've all still got the same problems. We've all still started from that same position, which is quite hard to get your head around, actually.
Yeah, unless you're in that room, you're like, I don't understand how your problems and your problems can be the same.
Exactly that, yeah, because you'd almost think that, well, that company's that big.
Yeah.
they shouldn't be having problems that the small companies are having.
Yeah.
But in reality, they do. So it was quite an eye-opening experience, really, to see that.
And I definitely think it made me not wary, but just aware of things where, so like when we had that whole chat around culture, that I was like, well, we've got it nailed, like we're sorted. And then I see like someone else in the room who's like, our entire business really needs an overhaul, but they're at like 20, 30 people. And I was like, okay, if we don't systemize this now, when we do grow, then it's going to be a problem. And I don't want to be in the position that like they're in at the moment, because it was really tough.
Correct. And I think that's probably a positive for us, that we are in that early stage and we're small at the moment. We can adopt those processes easier than it would be to do 30 members of staff.
Yeah. Because when they were talking about like, oh, how'd you get everyone on board? I was like, well, I just tell Jack that we're doing it. And then he just goes, all right, can you make me a cup of tea? And I go, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's fine.
Yeah. But trying to do that 10 times over would be so hard.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
But I found as well, because we were talking a little bit before we sat down about like networking, is that because I've got like 3 years experience networking, which to me still doesn't seem like a lot, but Worcester's a very small city.
Correct, yeah.
So you end up knowing everyone. And even just in my personal life, I say to people, I'm like, if you need something done and you need a contact, ask me, because odds are I'm going to know someone.
That's right.
Which is, I didn't realise how valuable that is. Again, sitting in a room with people who are running businesses, but they're almost running them in isolation.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't talk to other business owners other than their suppliers or their clients. And it was really odd. Like I remember I was talking to Annette in our group, and she was like, oh, I need to find this sort of supplier, I need to find this sort of person, this sort of person. I was like, I can give you 6 recommendations for each.
Yeah.
Like, let's sit down, have a chat, and figure out who's probably gonna be best for you. And I didn't realize how much of a like benefit that is.
Yeah.
Because you're sort of more entering the world of networking. You've done a bit.
So correct. Yeah. So when I first started on my own, I'm not originally from Worcester, so my contacts were none.
Yeah.
Met a few people randomly on a dog walk, got invited to a networking event and went to that, and then ended up joining a group.
Oh my God.
So that built up straight away contacts in, yes, not necessarily in my specific area of work, but it's having a contact that if someone does come to you and say, I need a videographer.
Yeah.
Oh, great, I know someone.
Yeah.
And I think that little black book of contacts goes a long way.
Oh, God, yeah.
In terms of gaining trust from people. And if you're able to pass work on, it will always come back to you somewhere down the line.
Exactly. And it's why I'm so kind of strict on who I do refer to, because I'm always like, well, I'm not going to refer someone if I don't think they're right. Or I'll be like, oh, let me put in touch with this person because they work in the general same vicinity. I'm like, unless I think you tangibly might get something out of this. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to waste my reputation and either of your time in sitting down for a conversation where you go, there's really no point in us chatting.
Yeah.
But you do have to, I think that's definitely something you have to learn along the way. Because I think at the beginning of networking, I was just like, yeah, I know everyone now. And now I'm like, oh no, I do know quite a few people now. Now I have to like really pick and choose and make sure it's like really valuable. That's right. Yeah. One issue I found was that kind of a building surveyor that is kind of, people hear, oh, I need a building surveyor. Yeah. But there's so many different strings to a building surveyor that actually I may not be the right kind of building surveyor. Yeah. For instance, like we mainly deal with defects and actually the conditions of buildings, whereas a building surveyor can also be a valuer to value a building. Yeah. So if someone says, I need a building surveyor, you say, yeah, go to James. Yeah. But they want a valuation. That's not something that we would do. So therefore that goes to another type of building surveyor. So that's why the networking side of things for me was good for me to actually get across what we do, what I do. Yeah. Because people don't know. Correct, yeah. Like they ain't got a clue. And it's good to, again, sort of network and get your brand across, you across, because people buy people, don't they? 100%. You want to work with people. You don't come to work and think, oh God, I've worked with James today. Exactly. I've got to ring him. He's a nightmare. God, can you imagine? You want someone that you can get on with personally. Yeah. 100%. And put that across. Because is it mostly It's not commercial, it's more residential, or
Do commercial
both?
and residential,
Okay.
yeah, both, yeah.
Nice.
So again, sort of on the residential side, it's mainly sort of people buying homes, and that home, giving them that comfort blanket and insurance that what they're putting a lot of money into is actually a good investment.
Yeah, because it is the most stressful thing you're ever going to do.
Correct, yeah.
And you're only going to do it normally a handful of times in your life.
That's right, yeah.
Like, I've only done it once and I'm already like, right, the next house is a forever house. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's sort of, we try to say our niche is that we are very communication focused. So we'll always be on the phone to you throughout that whole process of,
amazing.
We're going to the house today. Right, we've been to the house. We saw X, Y, and Z. This will be a new report. We'll be with you in 7 days.
Perfect.
Review the report, and then we'll call you again.
Amazing.
If you've got any questions, we'll run through that. And our industry is very sort of grey-haired, suits, not very personal.
Yeah.
So we kind of think with that niche of being a fairly young business in terms of the employees are all in their 30s, we kind of try to disrupt it a little bit. And
nice.
We're not going to turn up and just be in our suits thinking,
God, no,
we're better than anyone. It's more, we're friendly, we're approachable. If you've got a small question, nothing is too small for us type thing, because we want you to be comforted in what you're getting and paying all that money for. Yeah. Simple things like you want to know where the stopcock is for the water. Yeah. Give us a call and we'll tell you.
God, where is mine in my house?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's something I should really know. I'll be under the sink somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think there's certain things in life that it baffles me that we don't learn in school. And one of them is like anything to do with accounting or tax or insurance or anything like that. And then anything to do with like house purchase. Yeah. Because no one teaches you. Yep. And so I know when we bought our first house, I was going, okay, I've got a mortgage advisor because at least that's one person that can help me through a lot of it.
Yep.
And then going, well, my dad's a builder, my husband's dad's a builder.
Yep.
Can one of them just come and look at the house before we buy it? And then be like, right, you need to do this, this, and this. I'm like, no one gives you a checklist. And even if you Google and you're like, what should I look for when buying out? Like, it's just a minefield. So yeah, being able to have these contacts that you can go like, actually, I know exactly who you need to talk to.
That's right. Yeah.
And even for you, to your clients, to go like, I can provide this, but you may also want this, this, and this. Let me recommend these people for you.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So talk to me more about the commercial side of stuff as well.
So commercial side of stuff is, again, as I mentioned earlier, we're very, we would look at sort of defects in property. Okay. So why is the roof leaking? What's the cause of that?
Because we're living in a shed.
Yeah. Sort of damp issues. So we work a lot with landlords and tenants.
Nice.
There's a lot of lease advice in there. So for a tenant leaving a property, they 9 times out of 10 will get served with dilapidations. So that is a schedule of breaches within a lease. Yeah. So we then negotiate with the landlord to come to either a financial agreement or the works to be done to rectify the issues that have been caused. We also work a lot with asset managers, so they own like portfolios of properties. So might be, for instance, that they own a retail park, and they're responsible for managing the condition of the whole retail park. So we would go along and be able to look at the condition and provide reports on that, and also provide sort of like a maintenance schedule. So 9 times out of 10 people move into units and don't maintain them. Yep. They end up getting issues. So we kind of draw that line in the sand and say, right, you need to put X money aside because the roof's going to fail in 5 to 10 years. So let's start to put some money into a pot because you have to repair it effectively. Yeah. So yeah, with the commercial side. So yeah, my background is purely commercial. Okay. When I left my previous firm, I had a non-compete clause. So that drew me into the residential side. Yeah. I actually used to be an estate agent. So had a real interest in sort of residential homes, and kind of drew me back that way. So no, again, network, I knew a number of estate agents, so I was very lucky that I was able to call on them, and they were able to refer back to me and recommend. So yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do find it odd how like we always end up. Because did you always know you were going to go into this kind of career route?
No, no.
'Cause I don't think anyone ever does.
No, no. School for me was probably a bit more. My parents would agree. Probably a bit more of a social.
Yeah. I always
gathering.
got the like school report where it's like could do more work instead of chatting.
Yeah, constantly distracted. I think was in my reports all the time.
I make a career out of chatting then.
Yeah,
That's fine.
So yeah, I always wanted to do something in sport. Being quite sporty, always thought I'd be a PE teacher. But you need to have a good science sort of knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't have that. So it kind of that fell by the wayside. And my dad actually used to be a building surveyor.
Oh, no way.
So that kind of after school went to college and then went into a estate agency. But kind of wanted a bit more from it. The recession hit in 2008.
Yeah.
So I got made redundant and then went into measured building surveying, which are the guys on the side of the road with the tripods.
Oh, yeah. I know the ones.
I did that and then again wanted to sort of do more. So put myself through university part-time. I was classed as a mature student, so I think I was 22.
Oh my God, that's not a mature student at all.
I was compared to the other people.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know, it's when you go on a night out now and you're like, you're all babies. How are you drinking? How is this allowed?
So, yeah, passed my university degree and then went to work for Warwick District Council.
Okay.
So worked there and got sort of put into doing fire risk assessments on all their high-rise blocks of flats. This was pre-Grenfell.
Yeah.
So sort of found an interest in that and started to then find my feet really. And then always wanted to work in Birmingham, the big city. So moved to a small firm in Birmingham and then kind of just went from there. Moved on to a big firm in Birmingham as a graduate and became chartered and sort of built myself up there to be an associate director.
Wow.
And then again, still wanted more.
Yeah.
I found myself in that role, kind of being pigeonholed into managing staff, completing spreadsheets, not actually doing the job that I actually enjoy. And then one thing, my wife got pregnant, so it was like now or never.
Yeah.
If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it because I've got commitments. Yeah. So took the jump really. My wife was, I think, 4 months pregnant.
Okay.
So it was a very, I think...
I bet that was a lovely conversation.
Yeah. She was actually really supportive. It was more sort of the family and the... both sets of family were a bit more...
Panicky.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
But she was fully on board and, kind of took the dive and haven't really looked back. So no, things are going well.
That is like the main thing that I hear because I used to work in corporate marketing.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, kind of fell into it, moved my way up the company from customer service through to admin to marketing. And then at this point, I'm then playing with like £500,000 a month, being like, it's Monopoly money. Yay. But then got made redundant from that and ended up working with Josh, who was my friend long before I worked for him. And I basically was like, I haven't seen you do a single bit of paperwork in the 10 years I've known you. Can I please come fix that? But from everyone that I've spoke to who used to work in sort of bigger firms and more corporate, who now works in the small business world, you could not get us back in there for love nor money.
No.
Because it's just so much more worthwhile doing things for a small business because you see the results.
Correct. Yeah.
It's not just going like, oh, well, every year I have to kind of fight for a pay upgrade and we have one meeting every year and like I might have another review with my manager at some point. Now it's like constant check-ins and being like, here's the bank account. Here's what we've invoiced in. Here's what we've invoiced out. What money do we want to make?
Correct.
How do we do that? Reverse engineer it and figure out like, okay, how many jobs do we need to do? What do we need to be charging? It's, yes, you're wearing like 12 billion hats every day and it's not easy. I don't think anyone would ever call running a business any form of easy.
No.
But it's definitely more exciting.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
And every day is different.
Yeah. I think the corporate world gives you that good understanding and a good sort of grounding.
And training.
And
access to training as well.
That's right, actually. And access to, definitely in my world, to jobs that as a small business they wouldn't entertain looking, a big firm wouldn't entertain looking at us that sort of way. But yeah, I think a small business is different, isn't it? In so many ways.
God,
But also great in so many ways. And you are almost in control of your destiny a lot more.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. Nerve-wracking.
Exciting. Yeah. Nerve-wracking when you look and go, okay, we need to pay bills at the end of the month. We need to make sure everyone gets paid.
Yeah.
But it is, like you say, it's having that control. And I quite like every day being completely different.
Yeah.
And being able to walk in and be like, okay, today I'm doing accounts. And actually, like, there's part of me that's a little bit nerdy when it comes to numbers. So I'm quite happy with that. But if you ask me to be an accountant every single day, it's not going to happen.
And again, with it being your money, you have to be nerdy about it and have to spend the time on it to actually understand, can we pay everyone at the end of the month? And what's coming in, what's going out? It's very different.
And I think doing the help to grow thing as well has like given me new ways of looking at it, because there's just little things that like the lecturers would say like offhand that would like blow my mind. I remember like Jason saying, your employees need to be bringing in, what was it, 4 times? What is it? 4 times their salary. Because like the first like chunk is paying for them. The second chunk's paying for the overheads. The third chunk's paying for the boss's salary. And the fourth chunk's when you start to make profit.
That's it. Yeah.
And it was like, oh God.
Because he said it. It was something about you don't actually get paid as a boss until that's gone, that's gone, and then it's you. And it's like, oh yeah.
But it's like, because we've never really had an idea of like, obviously we know how much it costs us to run, and we know how much we want to pay ourselves. Always more than we always do. Always the case. And then we know what we're bringing in, but we've never had like a golden ratio of like, this is how much money you should be earning, aiming to earn. And it was like, oh, okay, well now we know it's 4 times this. And we're like, that's so easy. Can they just write this in a book? They probably have. It's probably out there somewhere. If not, Jason, get on it. But like, it's just having those like systematic things that you can go,
correct,
this makes more sense.
Again, that goes back to school.
Why don't they teach us this?
But the nonsense you do learn.
I know. I haven't used Pythagoras.
No, I don't think anyone has. I don't think.
Josh does. Oh my God. Does he? To be fair, that is the one thing that whenever kids, like, if we get kids for work experience, they're like, I don't need to learn angles in maths. I'm like, how does the light work? What does the light bounce off? You need to know your angles because, like, lighting is one of those things that people assume is really easy. It's like you have a subject, you put light on it, and it's like, but there's shadows. Subjects aren't necessarily completely flat. And even if they are completely flat, like, is there texture? Is there something else? Like, half the time we'll bring a light and clients always look at us really weirdly because we point it the opposite direction. And they're like, well, isn't it supposed to be on me? I'm like, no, I'm pointing it at this white wall up here because then it's going to bounce off and it's going to just put a load of light into the scene. And they always look at us going, oh yeah, that makes more sense. So no, to be fair, Pythagoras and angles does get used a fair bit in this office. I hate to say. All the GCSE students that are like, no.
This going to be kept in the curriculum now.
I know, just because of me. Entirely because of me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So what's sort of next for your business? Because you're growing quite rapidly at this point.
I think this year, so again, talking about the staff and the targets, I've just given the staff their targets and the 4 times thing has come in and they're looking at that on paper and thinking, what?
Crap.
Where? How?
I did that. I was like, and where are we getting this from?
But for a business to be successful, and this is kind of what I've explained to them, is that for the business to be successful and them to effectively, the brunt of it is have a job at the end of it. We've all got to be profitable. The business has to be profitable. So that's the realization of it. It's black and white.
Yeah.
Because it is black and white.
Yeah.
They are the numbers we have to hit to hit the goals we want to hit and to grow. So this year, targets are in, goals are in, and I think between the three of us, we're all quite target focused and goal focused. So
that's good.
Having something that's reachable.
Yes.
And yes, it does look like a big sum on paper, but if you break that down over a year, it's achievable.
Yeah.
And it is achievable. So they've got a target and a stretch target.
Yes.
Deep
I love
down,
a stretch target.
Yeah, it's you ignore the target. You want to go for the stretch target.
Stretch,
That's what you're doing.
If you fall at target, winner.
Yeah. So I think this year, obviously bringing on staff, we're just looking to consolidate. You always want to get new clients. So again, that's a focus. Build the brand as well. We've kind of been guilty over the last couple of years of just going for everything.
Yes.
Which has meant that we're traveling a lot. It's the nature of the business anyway.
Yeah.
But to sort of make ourselves a name in the Worcestershire area.
Yeah.
And also, I'm originally from Warwickshire. And a couple of the two other members of staff are both from Warwickshire.
Oh, right.
So having those two areas is kind of like, let's build these areas, understand the competition.
Yeah.
What are they doing differently? What are we doing differently?
Yeah.
What are the strengths and weaknesses of them and us? So it's kind of like having that piece of, right, let's break them down.
Yeah.
Let's break us down. Where are we failing? Where are we exceeding?
Yeah.
That's our pitch to people is, well, we're different because of X, Y, and Z. If you want this, go there by all means.
Yeah.
But we can do this differently and work. So yeah, this year is very much about consolidation, and then building again to kind of grow and keep growing. Really.
It's always nice when you can look at other people and go like, yeah, if you want that, fill your boots.
Correct.
And it's nice when you know who you are, who your business is, who your brand is.
Yeah.
And I literally said in the 60 seconds this morning, I was like, well, I lost a potential client and I'm quite happy about it because like they were looking for cheap as chips and we're never going to be that and we don't want to be that.
Yep.
And I think that's a nice thing is sort of knowing who you are, knowing your value and just really building that and pushing that.
Yeah. You said the word there, again, the Help to Grow course, discussing values.
Yeah.
And that kind of really resonated with me. So you work with Steve as well, Steve Ennis.
Yeah.
So again, working with him to try and actually understand the business and what values we hold, what I hold as a person, have to be transferred into work. And the people that work with me, they have to hold those values as well. And that also comes down to the clients. Again, you want to work with people that you like and trust and hold the same values as you.
100%. And it's not always an easy conversation as well. Being like, actually, this person who, like, well, this client that, you know, on paper we'd want to work with, like financially, but if they're not right morally and values wise, do we need to look at reworking the relationship and sort of, you know, looking at other options or just not going after that particular sector of business if that's right. Like the norm way to behave? Because if it doesn't fit our values, the relationship's always not going to work.
That's right. Yeah.
Like if it's not right at the core, it's just, you can patch it as much as you want, but
you don't get true happiness out of that either. Because you're dealing with people that aren't on the same playing field as you, really. Don't sort of not necessarily speak the same language, but don't hold that same value. Yes. And that counts for a lot.
It comes through in like respect as well, doesn't it? It's like, I always find it's the people that you know that if you write an email and you know that they're probably going to read it the wrong way, and if you always read their emails the wrong way, you're like, something's wrong here.
Correct. Yeah.
There's a disconnect here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pick up the phone. And just make sure everything's okay and just be like, I just want to make sure this hasn't come across in this way. Yeah. Because like A, B, C or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something that's, we've looked back at our values and actually gone, we kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
But there's more we can add as well, and go like, actually, there's probably another value that we can add onto here that sums up quite a lot of this. But I do think that is so crucial. And like you say, it's so helpful that we're learning these things now.
Yeah.
Like, even though we've technically been going like 10, 12 years or something, we still consider ourselves very like small business and very baby in size. I've only been with the business of 3 years.
Okay.
So in terms of like working as a full-scale production company, it's been 3 years really. So that's the time where you're like, okay, last year was kind of our like, let's give ourselves breath and room. And then 2026 is when we start putting things in, systemizing, making it work for us and for our clients, instead of it just being, let's get some jobs.
And
let's pay some bills.
That's right. I think that, so like, as I said earlier, I've got a young family. So I don't want, after being in like the corporate world where you are away a lot and you're working a lot and you're working when you get home, working late hours. I'm not saying we don't do that now, but
you can
I've got other priorities, and it's working with clients and people that actually understand they have priorities as well, and we don't want to sort of be in the way of that. Or it's
I was literally I'm just editing one of the podcasts at the moment where me and Josh are chatting about culture and business culture. And one of the things we say in that is that we, Josh has been really good at setting this as a hard rule from day one, which is not common in our industry, is that at 5 o'clock we turn off. We turn off the computers. We don't answer texts. We don't answer emails. Obviously, if like a client calls me and is like, the world is burning down, I'll hop on and I'll help. But as a general rule, it's like 5 o'clock's off. Because normally we're all gaming together by 6 o'clock.
Right, okay,
So it's like we're still hanging out with each other because we actually quite like each other. But it's nice to have that like boundary, but it's nice to set that for yourself as well. And having days where I'm like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to fit in a gym session. Like, can I leave work early today just to go to the gym before it gets really busy? And it's like, yeah, fine, cool. I'll do a little bit later. But like I say, it's especially like trying to add in family and things like that. It's we don't live in a society that kind of respects the life.
That's right.
It's just you work.
Monday to Friday you're at work. Saturday, Sunday you're with your family.
And it doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't work. It's like we weren't like the 40-hour work week was designed to have one person at home all the time, and then for the guy working to just never see his family, which doesn't work in today's society, especially when there's two of you working. It just doesn't work. So
no, that's right.
I do think small businesses, like, I think there's two extremes. There's the extreme that I like to say that we sit in, which is like having that boundary and going, I'm setting my boundaries. I know what's important to me and where I want to spend my time. And then the other side, which is I run a small business. I'm going to work 100 hours a week. I just need to get everything done. And it's, you always find the people that are on that extreme end up sort of creeping their way back because it's just not sustainable.
No.
So I think, having that in this early on in having your own business is it's impressive. You've done well to do it.
Thank you. How do you find working with friends?
It was something that when I said I was going to start working here, every single person looked at me and was like, are you sure? Is that going to be a good idea? And I won't lie, there's been challenges along the way because you are having to navigate a completely different relationship and also other people's relationships around it. We had a phase where so me and Josh see each other most weekend days as well. So
right, okay.
It ends up being like we fully do spend all of our time with each other. And we went through a phase of playing Dungeons and Dragons on a Sunday night.
Nice.
And we get to the end of the D&D session and we go, okay, so I need to talk to this client in the morning. I need to do this. And both of our friends were just like, stop talking about work. So we've got better over the years. It's definitely taken a toll. But I think, especially with my role, because I'm employed, so I'm hired in. If Josh had hired anyone else in that he didn't know and they said, right, your responsibility is to tell off your boss, tell him what he's doing wrong, tell him to keep him in line, it would have been a really hard position to put anyone else in because, like, that's your boss. Like, they're paying you. You're kind of a bit like, oh, I don't, like, even Jack to an extent, even though he's worked here for like 8 years now.
Right.
So he's been here way longer than I have. And I think it's only been since I've started that he's been like, oh, Josh is like Josh. It's not like boss Josh. It's just Josh. So it's definitely a fine line between, it's easier because we're friends and we can have these really open conversations and be like, look, even if we come in and I'm like, I feel really crap today.
Yeah.
And I come in and I'm like, having a bad brain day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be like, it's okay. Do you want to go for a coffee? Do you want
Yeah.
to go for a chat?
Mm-hmm.
Or like the other day, I was just getting really wound up about something, and he was like, you have got a face like a slapped ass, so we're going to go have a coffee.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. But yeah, you do have to also then navigate the side of like making sure that you're not then taking business home or also home into business.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we've got really good at kind of separating the two.
That's good.
And being able to like call each other out
Yeah.
as well. But I think that's something that all of my friends, so my friends know me as the one that's like, I'm the one you call if you want an honest opinion. If you text me a picture of like 2 dresses and you're like, which one should I go for? I'll be like, that one, because the other one, please return it. I love you to death. That's doing nothing for you.
Every group needs that person.
Every group needs one. So I think being that kind of person
Mm-hmm.
has worked out well, because
Yeah.
it's like, we'll just be honest with each other.
Yeah.
And likewise as well, like I trust Josh as someone to call me out on something, and it's not being done from a place of malice or because I've had bosses in the past where you're like, oh, you're just being mean, you just don't like me, whereas I'm like, oh, if Josh is calling me out on something, something's wrong.
I'll listen.
And like I respect him, and like I absolutely 100% will listen. So it's hard, but it's also really easy.
Yeah.
And it changes from day to day.
The reason I asked was, so the 2 people I have working for me are friends.
Yeah.
So I used to work with Danny. He was a colleague who then just became a friend, and now we're really close. And then, so I left the company.
Yeah.
And then a few months later, he joined.
Amazing.
And the same with Jess. Jess is a friend that now works for me.
Yeah.
And it's trying to find that dynamic's quite hard at the start.
Yes.
And you don't want to almost feel you've got to trust them that they're not, you're the boss, but you are a friend, but so don't take the mick, but so it's both ways, isn't it? It's a difficult hurdle to get over.
Yeah, I think something that I've noticed that Josh does, which is really, really good, is he puts himself completely on the same level. We've never had a chat in the office about any kind of hierarchy, any kind of like who's managing who, because I came in as a production manager, so I'm like, well, my job is to manage the production and the process. So I am giving work to Jack, and I've got to check in with Jack, but that's not to say that if I do something wrong, Jack can't call me out, or Jack actually is way better to manage me on some things. And likewise with Josh, like he's better to manage me on some things, I'm better to manage him on others. But then knowing that if we ever get to a point where we're like, if anything goes wrong, the buck stops with Josh.
Yeah, correct.
And he will step up immediately and be like, this is mine to deal with.
Yeah, correct.
Or like, if he can see that I'm getting bothered about something, he's like, we're going to step away.
Yeah.
We're going to take a minute. Like he kind of sees his job. He says that I'm the gatekeeper of our company because I am the person that gets on Mama Bear and really protective of us.
Yeah.
So to clients, I tend to be a bit of a gatekeeper to get in, whereas he's that kind of like security guard.
Yeah.
At the side that's like, if anything goes wrong, he's stepping in immediately. And also in between ourselves, like if we can't agree on something, his rule is final.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just know that, and we just don't argue with it.
I think that's where a business works as well, is that Josh isn't going to have know everything.
No, God, no.
So that's why you strengthen by bringing in people that do know how to do that. Hence you coming in as production manager.
Yeah.
That's sort of a strength to the business. And I think it's a strength that you know each other as well. So you always have that trust straight away. Yeah,
because I think we've had conversations about it where I've said to him, especially with doing Help to Grow course, I'd come back every week and be like, I've got this idea and this idea and this. And I almost had to, there was a stage where I was coming back with too many ideas too quickly. And I could see him starting to get a bit like overloaded and panicked about it. And I almost had to take a step back and go, I've processed this, but I've had 4 hours of lecture.
Yeah.
He has had 30 seconds of me reeling off everything. And so actually I need to take a step back and go, okay, Spark Notes, here's what we learn. Here's why I think it applies. What's your opinion? Like before I say what I think we should do, what's your opinion? If that aligns, great.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of trust to kind of hand over your business. And I always say that like Josh is a very self-aware man.
Right.
He knows what he's good at. He knows what he's not good at.
Yeah.
and it's a talent. There's not a lot of people that can. So yeah, likewise in your position, bringing in people and going, you're way better at it than I am.
Yeah.
Please do the stuff I don't want to do.
Take that on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think working with your friends can be really rewarding, especially when you have those really terrible days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't feel that terrible in the end then, does it?
Yeah. Exactly. I was like, even when you wake up on those days and you're like, I do not want to go to work.
Yeah.
But you're like, I know if I go in within half an hour of chatting to the guys, I'm gonna feel loads better.
Yeah.
So like, let's just go to work and just hang out with my mates for the first half an hour, and then be like, okay, I'm at work.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get some work done.
Yeah.
But if that's what gets you in the door that day, take it.
That's it. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, this is very exciting. I really look forward to what sort of you guys are going to grow into and what's going to happen.
It's exciting. We've just taken on a new marketing lady, again, just as a partner.
Yeah.
And I met with her yesterday, and some of the things that she talks about, I'm obviously not from that world.
Yeah.
So I
it's
come
a
up
huge
with,
world.
Oh God. And some of the things that she's suggesting are just so good, and like tying in with things that are happening in the world. And it's like, oh, I didn't think of that. But then
because you're trying to think of 3 billion other things to
correct,
run your business day to day.
Yeah.
It is always the first thing that, and this is what we struggle with some people, is the first thing that gets cut in a marketing, in a budget, is marketing.
Yeah.
And we're always like, okay, that's the worst thing to cut, because if you're not out there, you're not going to be found, you're not going to bring money in.
Yeah.
But because it's such a huge world, it's so hard to understand that people almost just go, don't want to see it, don't want to deal with it.
Yep, spend that money elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let me just put that money into, like, I don't know, some kind of lead generation. I'm like, that's still marketing technically, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, bringing in someone else to do it is very smart.
Yeah. I was, I think it was my dad used to say to me, if it doesn't grow, don't make I can't remember what it was. Something about corn and growing.
It's like, insert it as like
on
the bottom, but like, here's the quote.
The incorrect quote. But it was all about like, if that's not something that's going to grow you or the business because you're not good at it, give it to someone else that can grow it and do that and understands it. And it's it kind of resonates. Well, it doesn't resonate that well with me, but it did sort of stand out.
Nice. It's definitely the best way to do business is to know you're not the expert of everything.
Correct. And be comfortable in that space.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's really similar for both of us. It's just going, we're not experts at everything, but what we are experts at, we're damn good at.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
and
that's it. Yeah.
It's just wanting to get that out to as many people as possible. And I suppose it's similar to us being like, we see so many other people in the industry who aren't probably representing the industry as well. So you just want to go, just want to do it better.
Yeah.
We are driven by spite.
That's it. Yeah.
If nothing else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me.
No, thank you for having me. It's been great.